It's been a few weeks. I went on the family vacation. We were gone for about a week and a half. On these long drives, you start to think and you start to talk, and before you know it, we convinced ourselves to purchase a new car. But that meant, should I say it? Oh no. I sold the Prius. I'm sorry. The channel's gonna change a little bit. It's no longer a hybrid. Sorry. The channel name's gonna have to change. So if you have any suggestions, I bought a Subaru Outback. So I'm leaning towards Outback Xplorer. So let me know in the comment sections down below what you guys think. I still want to add a solar panel. I still got my topper. It's basically, the layout is really similar. I'm sorry, I thought of this and I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm betraying my new YouTube channel. I'm betraying the people who subscribed. However, I'm a hybrid at heart. I loved my Prius. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. But I came from, Jeeps and Broncos, and being in Utah, getting off-road, getting into the backcountry, the Prius kind of hindered that. And so I kind of had to stay closer to the main highways, and I just couldn't venture. Back when I had my Jeep, I was able to venture anywhere and everywhere. And so if my Jeep Wrangler and my Prius had a baby, maybe it's a Subaru Outback. So this is what we got. I thought about getting a Tacoma. My wife wouldn't want to crawl in and out of the vehicle, the truck. So I think the Subaru is a good compromise. It doesn't have the battery, so I can't run climate control, which sucks. I know all you guys, love the climate control, and I do. Don't get me wrong. I just had to weigh the pluses and minuses, the pros and the cons. So being in Utah, as long as you can get some shade, you're good. Get in some shade. So I can transfer my shade tarp to the Subaru. I can, put my topper on the top. It's already got crossbars on a rack, so I don't have to purchase that. So as long as I can get some shade, and it being in the desert, Utah, down in like Escalante or Moab, you just need to get some shade. So if I can supply that, and it cools down at night. I don't know if a lot of you know, but usually there's a 25, 30 degree temperature swing. So say it's 90 out there. Well, it could be 60, 65 at night. That is like super comfortable. So I was able to get some of the window visors put on when I purchased the car, and they're even thicker than the ones I had on my Prius. So I can really crack all four windows pretty good before you could even see that the window's cracked. I really like these. I'm glad I got these. When I purchased the car, there was a small little scratch on the windshield. And so I finagled and said, okay, I didn't want them to rip out the windshield. They were going to, and put in a new windshield. I'm like, and these windshields are expensive because you have like the electronics and all this other stuff, which, I don't like, but everything's coming with it nowadays. You can't get away from it. And, in the Subaru Outback, new is affordable. So that little scratch on the inside of the window, which I could barely even see, especially when there's a few little bug splatters, you can't tell. When I clean the windshield really good and I glance over and I look in that area, I can see a small, there's like a 3 or 4 little scratches. And either it happened in manufacturing, I don't know. There was no reason for that scratch to be up there. But I bargained for them to put the Subaru window visors on. Oh my gosh, perfect. They look great. So I'm happy about that. So I'm glad the scratches were there. So I was able to get these, and they were like expensive whenever I was, talking to the sales guy. And I'm like, oh man, those look really nice. How much do those cost? And he pulled it up, and it was like almost two, he was thinking maybe 275 installed or something. And I'm like, for window visors, that's crazy town, but they look great. So I'm glad I got them for free and I didn't have to pay anything. But yeah, the Prius was getting a little long in the tooth. It was, like I said, it was 185,000 on the original hybrid battery. I was going to have to dump money into it. And I'm like, it's just right there. And yeah, I had the money saved for the battery. I mean, I had a little maintenance fund knowing that battery was going to go out. And I'm like, I can do more content. Maybe I can put a lift on the Prius so I can get off road. I thought of all these things and I'm like, I don't know if I want to invest any of this extra money into this 15-year-old vehicle. Being a hybrid, things can go wrong where it costs thousands of dollars to fix. And I'm like, do I really want to invest more money into this? So on that long trip, you get to talking, you get to thinking, and you're like, all right, we're doing it, And so for the longest time, I've always been eyeing, Tacomas or Outbacks or like a truck with 4 doors, and maybe I could sleep in the back. I did a lot of hemming and hawing, and and for my family, I think the Subaru Outback is the right purchase. I hope you agree. I hope all you guys stick around and see how I camp and how I'm going to convert this into my camper, because a lot of it applies. Whenever I actually put my blow-up mattress, I put my sleeping bag, I put my fridge, I put my battery in the kind of the same locations. Well, no. I take that back. The fridge is in the back now. The layout's going to be a little different into the back and the kitchen. And yes, that is going to be probably a whole series on figuring out how to do the kitchen. But for now, I got trips planned. I got a trip planned in a week and a half. I'm trying to, get at least a camping setup, which, because I've done this for so long, it's pretty easy for me. So I did get the battery in, and I didn't have to do any modifications. The cord to the cigarette lighter just goes right into my console, and it wraps around and goes right there. And the cord is it's right there. I can't really move that battery around anymore, but it's perfect. My wife said, she goes, I didn't realize how many times you used the word perfect, but it was perfect. So I got that. I got my big 5-gallon of water in here. And my long sleeping pad, because the Subaru Outback is longer, the pad almost fits perfect. Once again, I may have to extend. I did. You know how I extended the what was that dye bond, that thin material underneath my mattress, just to extend it about that much? That's the same thing I'm doing here, just to extend it right over. So yes, it's fit. So I'm going to go into that a lot more in the videos to come. But I really want y'all's comments. Let me know what you think. If you're still going to stick around, tell me. If you're not going to stick around, tell me why. But I still have a lot of adventuring to do and exploring, and it's just going to be in an Outback. And I hope you can get, a lot of value out of still, subscribing and keeping this channel going. But yeah, I'm sorry for the extended break. It's just, with the family vacation and all I had to sell the Prius. I actually sold another little sports car I had just stuck in the garage that I was only putting 1,000 miles a year on. So I was able to kind of scrounge up some money to, you know, put down on the Subaru so it doesn't hurt so bad. And we have been saving for years because we knew a new car purchase was on the horizon. So I just wanted to give everybody an update. Yes, so I'm not going to change the channel name quite yet, but I think I'm going to have to kind of like start, you know, getting some interest with the Subaru Subaru fans, I guess. But I do hope to keep a lot of you around. You know, I still love a Prius. Every time, you know, I've been driving this thing for the last 2 weeks, week and a half, and I still look at Priuses. I still like, oh man, you know, I miss my Prius. But no, you know, I really appreciate y'all guys sticking around watching. But I'll see you on the next one.